Alright, this one may offend a few people, may send you running and hating me forever, but bear with me. I was told that I actually did a respectful job writing this little opinion piece. You know, all our lives we're told how supremely awesome and wonderful David Bowie is, how sexy he is, how awesome his music is, and, well, that's where I have to put on the brakes. As a kid, I never really paid attention to who sang what on the radio or whatever, but I knew there were songs that annoyed me. And it turns out most of the popular David Bowie songs that are out there are many of the very ones that annoyed me the most. Rebel Rebel has that annoying guitar hook. China Girl has the annoying, almost offensive Chinese musical bit. Even though when the song changes, it goes into a really good sound for a bit until the comes back. Sure, he was. Most of it sounds like dated rock and roll, even for the era that he's from. Sure, he was flashy, outwardly sexually experimental, helped a lot of kids allow themselves to be themselves and all that. Yeah, he's damn good looking at his age, and not so much when he was younger. And he can make a really sexy voice if he wants to, but his music is just ordinary. And he sang like he did in Rebel Rebel a lot, which always turns me off. I always thought that was a Rolling Stones song, actually, the way it was so repetitive like that. But then there's the absolutely beautiful Space Oddity. I mean, damn, that's one of those songs that I can call a perfect song. I mean, it goes everywhere, into many different emotions. The music goes flowy, then fast for a few seconds with that funky guitar part, then goes into super blissful, beautiful music, all with a sort of sad, lonely feeling to it, but still hopeful and happy too. It just travels many musical and emotional spectrums and always makes me smile and even choke up a little when I hear it playing. And I have to sing along, of course, even though I don't know all the lyrics and I don't know if I'm that good at singing. But my favorite part is, here am I sitting in a tin can, far above the world. Something, 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 ooh, and there's nothing you can do. And then its beautiful sound spills out before you after that part. And the way he sings "Sitting in a Tin Can" always reminds me of Willy Wonka in a world of pure imagination, you know? But other than that song, I can't say I like any others of his popular stuff. Let's Dance is kind of fun to listen to and sing along to, but it just reminds me of "If you can't dance, then you're no friend of mine," which always offended me because I don't like to dance, so fuck that guy who sang that song. We can dance, everybody take off your pants. But the general populace has terrible taste in music. Stupid dog. Milo! Shh. For example, most people I've spoken to willfully admit to enjoying AC/DC. That's when you know a trend is stronger than what the band actually sounds like. So it's almost always an artist's worst songs that get released to the public just because of popular opinion. Maybe I just don't know enough of his music, but from what I've heard, it's nothing special. Unless he made an album full of beauty similar to that Space Oddity song. If so, let me know. Or at least one other song that didn't have all those annoying 80s stock music sounds. I mean, some 80s synth sounds were good and satisfying, but most of them were bad, especially most of the ones used in most of the pop music that was released. It was just overdone. But yeah, most of what I've heard of David Bowie's music just sits limp and never really goes anywhere for me. He's kind of like the Lady Gaga of the 70s and 80s. Lots of flashy, fun, gay pomp, but not much musical substance, with songs more often to get on your nerves than into your heart. And they're both rumored to be professionally skilled singers or musicians. Bowie, I still believe, is being professionally skilled, kinda. Still waiting for Gaga to produce anything original besides the clothes she wears or the music videos themselves. Start spending some time on the actual music and lyrics for once. Lady Gaga is long overdue for making some music that actually matches her stage presence. So far, all I've heard is material that's better suited to former pop divas in their 40s or 50s making a comeback a la Cher or Madonna back in the late 90s. Music of a style that was already tired and outdated 10 years before they were doing it. I've tried listening to Gaga's music, downloaded an album or two, let them play, But nothing, absolutely nothing, stood out and grabbed me, and in fact only reminded me all the dime a dozen pop music crap you get from Beyonce and Britney, and it left me bored and disappointed. People whose opinions I trusted have built her up so big, so to be this cool person. Even I believed she was something better than what she actually is, which is why I am so disappointed and why I have to speak out about it. I don't like people lying for money. In fact, Britney Spears' Toxic song was way more original, weird, and badass than anything I've ever heard from Lady Gaga. If Britney can beat you in musical originality, it's time to get your ass going and start creating some real music. You don't want to be compared to Britney Spears if you're trying to be considered a real musician. We've seen your fancy outfits and your crazy music videos. When are you going to deliver on being a musician, baby goo goo? When Lady Gaga makes something as beautiful and impressive as David Bowie's Space Oddity, I may begin to back off my tirade against being lied to about an artist for money, so long as she keeps it up. This is Bowie to Bowie. Do you hear me out there, man? See, even Flight of the Conchords write better music than Lady Gaga. In all fairness, even though I don't like most of his music, I do have a great respect for David Bowie. He's just one of those personalities where it's hard not to. I'm still waiting for Gaga to earn hers. So far, she still seems like a money-grubbing slug, cashing in on flashy looks to cover up for her tired music. And I can't respect that. But maybe that's what Bowie has been this whole time too. I certainly hope he does have some more good music out there that I haven't heard of yet. Even Gaga I'm willing to give another chance. Anybody got some album suggestions? Preferably ones without a lot of 80s synth or bogus bar drinking level of intelligence type lyrics that repeat 40 times before the song finally dies. I won't mention any Hispanic names, for fear of being stuck in our heads for the next 5 years. Just kill that song. Let it die. Destroy it. It's a copy of Ace of Base and Madonna. It doesn't need to exist.